Good morning. It is Tuesday, February the 20th, and I am starting the practice a little later today. We normally do our rest, restore, reset practice at 6 a.m., or as close to 6 as possible. And something Nona and I may be a little bit helpful to get others to join us is to do the practice a couple days a week a little later, because sometimes 6 a.m. is just too hard. And we totally get it. So I am. 6:30 will be the start time, give or take a few minutes. Sometimes I figured, hey, let's just give ourselves some grace this morning. I'm glad to be here. And I have to say that the additional minutes this morning really helped. We are here together for the rest, restore, and reset practice. See, somebody has joined me. Thank you for being here. And this practice is really an opportunity that we like to take in the mornings, but please, whenever it's possible for you to make time for yourself in your day, whatever time that is a good time for you to be still. So we ask that you sit someplace quietly or where you can be quiet and not be disturbed in that space, where you can sit and in a calm space, so that you're not distracted by any devices. And then for you to be able to tune inward with some deep breathing exercises, and I'm going to take you through those this morning. And then the delicious part of this practice is when we prompt you or we encourage you, when you're doing this on your own, to just let everything go. Let your mind go. Let the tension in the body go, which is what the breathing practices does. Let that heart rate just really, really slow down. And open yourself up, let that portal for all of the dreams and ideas and visions that you have to come forth. We are trying to open that space up in our minds, in our hearts, in our bodies, for us to focus inward on our visions so that we can get that much closer to manifesting them. And we know that when we have the opportunity to write them down, to talk about them, to dream about them, to think about them, we're bringing them into fruition. We get the opportunity to manifest them more because we're putting that energy out into the universe. And then the things that will be necessary to support us in those dreams, in those visions, comes forth. So that's what this practice is about. And I'm going to get you started this morning by asking you to just sit wherever you are in a comfortable place, in a comfortable way. And we're going to start with some stretching here. So what I'd like to do is ask you to just drop your arms down by your side, and then you're going to roll your shoulders all the way up and back. Make some circles here. And if you've just gotten out of the bed like I have, then hey, your body may crack, and that's fine. So we're increasing our circulation here. All right, and then roll those shoulders forward for me. And we start to come into a deeper breathing practice here with this movement. Inhale and exhale. All right, and then we're going to bring our arms out to the side and then all the way overhead. Here's our good morning stretch, reaching up, stretching along the side of the body here gently. Stretch side to side. Your hands don't have to come together. Just open them up and stretch them overhead, whatever length of this stretch is comfortable for you. It does not matter. It's just starting to wake up. The goal is for you to be comfortable and for this to feel good. Okay, and let those arms come down by your side. Let's do a few neck rolls here. Let's drop the ear over to the shoulder and drop those shoulders down away here. And then we're gonna feel this stretch on the side. Just check in first with the way that feels for you. All right, let's do the other side. There's always one side a little bit tighter than the other. Stretch, feel in, check in with this side. You can always add a little resistance for a bit of extra stretch if you want. Bringing your fingertips to your temple. Okay, come back up to center. And then now your chin is going to come to the chest. Checking in here, we're stretching the back of the neck. And then let's go backwards and look all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in here and let it out. Good. All right. And so now maybe we're ready for a few circles here with the neck. So starting again by bringing the ear over to the shoulder, slowly roll the chin to the chest. You're going to make a full circle. And then slowly roll all the way over the ear to the opposite side. And then we're going to take the head back, bring that chin up towards the ceiling. Go again, ear to shoulder. One more time. Slowly bring the chin to the chest. And we bring the ear to the shoulder. And up in the center. And release. Nice. All right. So what we're going to do is to, again, now go into our breathing practice. And I'm going to ask you to breathe in for a count of 4. Hold this breath for a count of 7. And then we exhale for a count of 8. And if your breathing doesn't match the counting that I do, that's fine. The goal here is to slow our breathing, our heart rate down to the point where we are very, very, we become soft. Our body releases. And again, we are able to just let it all go. That's the goal. All right, so this is just a cue with the counting. If you like to lower your gaze or create in any way in your space a vibe, if you will, whether that's lighting a candle or whether that is I'm using some essential oils, maybe lighting some incense, using some oils with me. You can always turn on your diffuser, whatever you like. Just do what makes you feel comfortable and brings you into that relaxation space, okay? Ooh, peppermint and frankincense together are the bomb, let me tell you. It's waking me up. That frankincense is the king of all oils. Really helps with meditation, really helps with the third eye. And I like that it is going to just help to elevate this practice for me this morning. So coming into your comfortable space, I want you to breathe in with me here. Let's inhale for 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now on your own, for the next 2 minutes, continue with your breathing. I'm going to encourage you now to continue taking in those deep breaths at a comfortable pace for you, and to allow your mind to open up even more here as you call forth those visions, or just let them come as they want to drop into you for whatever the message is for you this morning. Be open to receiving it. Maybe consciously thinking about vision that you've had, and you're picking up with that manifestation of something very specific, where you're allowing for the vision for the day or for the future to come to you now. Continue with your breathing. Continue with your opening. Let's take a cleansing breath together. A deep, deep, deep inhale, feeling your lungs expand against the walls of your chest. Feel it all the way up. And then a long exhale all the way out. Maybe just gently coming back into your body here by slowly opening your eyes. Maybe rolling your shoulders up and back again. Coming back to a comfortable breathing practice, or breathing on your own, whatever is comfortable for you. Today I felt so relaxed, really felt like I slowed my heart rate back down after kind of struggling with getting out of bed and just the anxiety that sometimes can create for you. So I recognize just that moment when I just kind of came back into a sense of ease and peace. And I love that we're able to do that for ourselves at any point when we are feeling ourselves, the heart rate starting to speed up, or that adrenaline flowing, maybe not necessarily the most positive way, or the mind racing. Yesterday for me, honestly, I was doing so many things at the same time that I went back to what we did yesterday morning and just put my hand on my heart, because my thoughts were not coming to me, because I was trying to process and do so many things. And you know what it was? It was texting. I have to text this person. I have to then move out of the house and go do that. Just a lot of movement activity. And so this response was a cue for me to check back in with my heartbeat. I can feel my chest lift and release. I cued myself to take some deep breaths and just slow it down. And a lot of times we just have to really, verbally, and it's in our minds, tell ourselves to just slow down. We don't have to process all the things in that moment that we're necessarily thinking of. And sometimes when we try or force it, it doesn't come to us, or we make mistakes, or accidents happen. And so it's best. A second won't be the difference between, doing it properly and a tragedy not being there a second later. So just that, but it can be so positive if you do just stop and slow down and breathe through it, right? Just check in with yourself. That's the best thing to do, really, in every moment that you're consciously trying to do something for someone else, which we're always trying to do. That's what I was trying to do yesterday. I was trying to organize getting, here, having someone join me so I could drive all the way here, or meeting with this person, answering this text. Yeah, and it all worked out when I just stopped and I said to myself, just slow down. So what we can do right now, if you have time, is to maybe write down any visions that came to you, or maybe even just some prompts that you think would be helpful for you to get through today, to better process the rest of this week. It's Tuesday, maybe for some interactions that you're going to have with some loved ones, with some business partners or coworkers, or just how you want to show up. Maybe write that down and write that in a positive way, that you have done that already. That's a way of manifesting something, putting it as though you've already done it, and saying that to yourself. You're going to then respond to that, because your mind doesn't know any differently, right? Whether it's in the future or it's already happened. If you say that you've done it, then your mind knows that you have, and your body will then respond in that way when the time comes. So move forward today powerfully, peacefully, and I look forward to practicing with you tomorrow.